Hi everyone, welcome to TGIF, another Friday, another episode. Statistics states that each of us spend a minimum of 3 hours looking for content in the browser. Yes, we search for content, and once the results come our way, we look at understanding what's in the content, generate insights, and eventually we try to give shape to it. It's a time-consuming activity. Can there be a companion for us to help us understand content in the browser in a significant fashion? Answer is yes. Watch this episode to understand more about how each of you today have a companion that you can leverage and make your search journey better than ever before. And to talk more about this, I'm pleased to welcome Srikanth Shankaran, Senior MTC Technical Architect, for a short conversation. Thanks for coming, Srikanth. So quickly, first question to you. You've basically have been experiencing conversation-based search for some time now, and I think both of us have done this for some time. But I'm curious to know what's been experienced so far. I'm referring to the new Bing, where you have a chat mode where you can pretty much search information in a very conversation fashion. So what's been experience on that?
Yeah, I think the experience has been great. In fact, it has taken the experience related to search and what to do with it to many leaps beyond. For example, it's no longer just about looking for information and then you get some relevant links, and then it's still left you to sort of peruse all of them individually and be able to come up with the understanding or knowledge that you're actually looking for in the first place. But what I find with the new Bing search is the fact that through the Bing chat experience, it's almost like it does all the assimilation for you. Okay, it's not just sort of throwing a couple of links to you. It actually comes back with the response, looks at all those responses, composes an answer on the lines of what actually you asked of it, and then gives you pinpointed responses which you can actually directly consume. I think that was something which is very significant. And the other thing that really struck me was the fact that you're no longer limited to sort of using it for a search experience. Okay, let's say I need to write an email today, or I need to write some kind of a report or some kind of a research paper today. I can give it a context into the Bing chat, and then like we have experience with Chat GPT as well. In one place, I'm able to do my search as well as able to do content generation as well. I can ask it to give me a framework of for that particular document in that particular topic that I desire, and then off it comes with an extremely neat representation of that, which I can actually look upon, massage it, and sort of make sure it suits my purpose. It really saves me a lot of time, and sort of you're up and running on the go.
Wonderful. You said save time. My personal experience, Srikanth, as recently I had to present at a conference, and it was a new topic, though I knew some part of it. I asked saying, hey, give me some information in terms of how should I structure this presentation. In fact, some of the links it came my way after the, I would say, a summary on how to approach it. Those links, very beneficial. It probably I could have taken 2 hours to get to that link. Right, so it saved my time significantly, because while I asked the questions and helped me here, it gave me a summary with links which are relevant for me to go and refer. I'm with you on in terms of yes, it is saving time and helping us stay productive. Now, quick question. Now, I saw you this morning. You went to the Microsoft Edge dev channel, and that's basically where we get the latest builds of Edge browser, right?
Right. Yes.
And I saw you play with the Discover Pane, which is a new addition. First time I saw was at the new Bing launch event where they demonstrated, but I'm curious to understand your experience and also quick demo after that. So talk us through the Discover Pane in the new Edge browser.
Sure. Yeah, I think that's quite interesting. In fact, I remember looking at that demonstration during the event. It really sort of stayed in my mind. And so when I was playing with it today, so I had, in the context of any document or any website that you're actually going through, you can actually, I mean, it could be extremely verbose. And let's say you need to get into a meeting, and then you need to have the insights from this particular document before you actually get in there, and you don't have the benefit of time to go through them in detail. You can use this companion app and then say, hey, can you summarize this document for me then and there? And then bingo, it just goes into there. It gives you a very crisp summary of what the message it has to convey, and then you're actually good to go. And then you can actually ask it other sort of follow-up questions, and then in the context of the previous one, it's able to give you sort of pinpointed and sort of very continuous responses, which actually builds on your understanding of the document, saves you a lot of time in the whole process. I think that's something which is significant. And it also has something called an insights pane, where let's say I'm going through a document, okay, and then it actually automatically derives insights from it and then generates a Q&A for it on the fly. So I just click on that insights tab, and then there you go. You have all those Q&A already created for you, and then you can just go ahead and create an FAQ for that particular document and sort of share that. So almost like you just click on a button and then you're all done, and then magic just happens. So it's quite powerful. Yeah.
No, thanks for breaking the example. In fact, I saw you do that. Something which all of us spend time is to, I would say, give shape to the data, right?
True.
When I say give shape to the data, it's about, there is a story in the data, but somebody has to put in a meaningful fashion for it to assimilate that information.
True.
Now, what I saw in that example you're quoting there, as which we'll show in a few seconds, is you basically went into a Microsoft Learn page, one of the, I would say, documentation of a technology, and automatically the Discover pane in Insights view, it gave you questions. That means you could consume the same content in a much better fashion. Rather than going through a long blob of text, you're going one by one, understanding what's the question, what's the answer, and that's how you're consuming content.
True.
That was magical, because there's no better way to consume content than a story. So this companion is actually helping us unearth stories from the data that we have in the browser. And look, I said earlier, stats talk about the fact that each of us spend minimum 3 hours in the browser. And most of the time is spent in terms of searching, as well as if you have some document or any page available, we try to make sense out of it. But this companion literally helps us understand this content in a much better fashion.
True. In fact, you said it very well, Sandeep. In fact, like we associate the term Copilot for a lot of things, I think Copilot is even more appropriate. Absolutely. The fact that the Microsoft Edge browser and Bing really are the Copilot for the web, I would say.
That's right. In fact, that's how it was announced. Your new Copilot for the web, which is the new chat mode in the Bing search. And of course, the Discover pane is probably, in my view, a blessing in disguise, because information is existing, information is omnipresent, insights are elusive, and it's giving me the insights in real time.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yes.
Perfect. How about a quick demo, Srikantan?
Sure. Let's get to it.
Perfect. Awesome. Perfect. Srikanth, this is awesome. I think what we saw was a true magic. That's something we have to get used to it, because we're so used to doing things on our own.
Right.
And this is helping us do things better, probably in a very efficient fashion, so that it saves time and elevates productivity. Srikanth, thank you so much. That was very meaningful demonstration. And for all viewers today, you can absolutely try this yourself. Go to the Microsoft Edge Dev channel, download the latest dev browser, and you get access to the Discover pane. And of course, you should have access to the new Bing. Apply there. If you have access to the chat mode in the Bing, this becomes really magical. So try it out today. I'll post that link as I post this video on LinkedIn. With that, thanks for watching us today. Have a wonderful Friday. Keep watching TGIF and a great weekend ahead. Bye-bye.
Bye.